It's so nice to de-stress.
That doesn't sound very good.
Hey, Jean! We're here!
Ah, Paimon and the Traveler. I've been waiting for you.
Whoa, looks like Jean wasn't the only one waiting for us. Klee and Kaya are here too. Oh, it's Paimon and Mr. Honorary Knight. It's been so long.
Ah, look who it is. You've caught me completely off guard this time. But then again, it's always a pleasant surprise when you two show up.
Guess we were so excited to see Jean again that we forgot to knock. I hope we didn't startle anyone. Wait a sec. You weren't talking about anything that we're not supposed to hear, were you? Hey, stop pretending like we're doing food deliveries.
It's been a while since we last met, but I can see you two haven't changed one bit. Don't worry, we weren't discussing anything confidential. In fact, we were just talking about you.
Maybe we should let the star of the story explain it in their own words.
Yeah! Let me tell it! Let me tell it! A few days ago, I was reading Todoko Tales in the solitary confinement room when all of a sudden, whoosh! A letter came flying in through the window.
Flying through the window? How does a letter fly?
Like a bird does. It was flapping its wings. It could even talk. It said, well, it was a bunch of stuff I didn't understand.
You couldn't understand? Then it must have been talking about how to avoid solitary confinement.
Kaya?
Just saying. We don't want to let a teachable moment slip by.
Okay, I know. Anyway, the letter said, "Oh, Klee, are you behaving? I see you've wound up in the solitary confinement room again." Sorry about that. Mommy is busy these days and can't take you out to play. But there's good news. I have a friend who has very kindly invited you to visit her.
Oh, so the letter's from Alice.
In principle, yes. But the issue is that Alice's friend lives quite far from here.
The letter says that Mom's friend lives in Sumeru.
The Knights of Favonius could never agree to send Klee off to Sumeru on her own, but Klee is rather intent on taking Alice's friend up on this invitation.
Yeah, I really want to go.
You see? So we were wondering, who can we send with her on the journey? Preferably someone who's a reliable hero and with a history of saving Mondstadt.
Oh, so that's why you wanted to see us.
I do apologize, but Klee gets along with you so well. We couldn't think of a more suitable choice.
Sure, we can do that, no problem, right?
Can you really, Mr. Honorary Knight? Yay! With Mr. Honorary Knight around, Klee's not afraid of anything.
See, I told you that he'd agree. In that case, we'll leave Klee in the trusty hands of the Traveler.
And you too, Kaya. You should join them. I noticed you quietly completed that backlog of paperwork we had. You deserve the chance to unwind a little.
Oh, so you noticed. Well then, I suppose I have no reason to refuse.
Great! Things will go even more smoothly with Kaya around. Still, Sumeru is pretty far. It's gonna be a long journey.
Don't worry. Mom's letter had a magic invite inside. Mom says we just have to all shout out where we want to go at the same time. And poof! We'll be there in the blink of an eye.
Wow! Well, that'll definitely make things easier.
It only works 3 times, though, so we should only use it when we really need to.
3's plenty. 1 for the way there, 1 for the way back, and 1 extra, just for good measure.
Sounds very mysterious. I still think we should use it sparingly. After all, we don't know the exact location of where we'll be headed, or what dangers we may encounter on the way. Here's what I suggest. Traveler, you're well connected. I'm sure you must have friends who are familiar with Sumeru. I say we start by teleporting to one of them. It'll give us a chance to test out the magic invite, and also find ourselves a local guide.
That kinda makes sense. And since it has 3 uses, there's no point letting one of them go to waste.
Couldn't have put it better myself, Paimon. So, do you have a particular contact in mind?
Well, we need someone who's familiar with Sumeru and can be our guide. So, sounds like... And everyone knows that the best place to go looking for a forest ranger is a little place called... That's the one! Maybe we can get Tainari to help us.
All right. Gandharvaville it is.
Okay, I'm happy wherever we go, especially with Kaya and Mr. Honorary.
We should be on our way then. If you'll excuse us, acting Grandmaster.
Yes, let the wind lead. I wish you a safe journey. And Klee...
I know. I'll be careful, I promise.
Great! Okay, here goes nothing. Take us to... Gandharvaville!
Gandharvaville.
Grand Arbor Hill!
Huh? No, it's not a hill! We made it! Paimon was sure we were about to end up someplace super weird.
Sorry, it was an accident.
It's okay, Klee. Good news is this magic invite really does work.
Fascinating. One moment we're in Mondstadt, the next we're in Sumeru.
So this is where Mom's friend lives? Wow! There are so many big flowers! Oh, and jumping mushrooms!
Oh, you ain't seen nothing yet. Sumeru's full of strange stuff like this. Like, Huh? Paimon doesn't remember seeing one of those. Wait!
Listen carefully, Klee. Those jumping mushrooms are called fungi. They may look cute, but if you get too close to one, it'll try to hit you with its cap.
Really? Okay, well, I'll hit it back with my cap. And then I'll hit it with the hood on my jacket, too. I'll definitely...
As long as playing with hats doesn't escalate to playing with bombs. But Klee's our friend, so we should be able to convince her to keep this trip explosion-free.
Uh-huh. I'll be extra careful not to blow anything up. I'll try my best.
Aw, that's very good of you, Klee. Being very grown up today.
Yep, I'm super grown up. I'm already the Spark Knight.
Okay, Spark Knight. Well, keep up the good work, because very soon we'll be introducing you to a friend of ours called Tainari in Gandharvaville.
or the other forest rangers mentioned somebody dressed like that before.
I see. Then it looks like my suspicions are correct. Who do we have here?
Traveler and Paimon! Huh? Oh, Kaya and Klee are here too! Hi, Kale! It's been ages!
Kale, Yua! What are you two doing here? Well, that question's really more for Yula.
What a coincidence. I didn't expect to run into a fellow Favonian captain this far from Mondstadt. How's the vacation going?
Seriously? Bring the whole crew, why don't you?
Is it just Paimon, or does Yula not look particularly thrilled right now?
Oh, cool! Great idea! Let's go!
If you're trying to accommodate me, there must be some misunderstanding. I'm fine. There's nothing embarrassing about running into colleagues in the wild.
But earlier you were...
Great. Well, I'm sure there's a fascinating reason behind why you're all the way out here in Sumeru. Do share it with us.
If you must know, it's a little complicated. But simply put, I'm searching for a cousin of mine from the Lawrence clan. He went missing recently, and after searching evidence that led us here. Restoring our clan to its former glory.
He came all the way to Sumeru for that? What was he going to do, enroll at the academia?
I doubt he came here to learn. He's much too old to start getting a basic education now. And from what I know of him, I doubt he has any interest in intellectual pursuits. All he cares about is restoring his clan's honor. Nothing wrong with that idea in principle, but I'm not certain how fanatical he is about it. So, there's no knowing what lengths he might go to. As a knight and a member of the Lawrence clan, it's my duty to make sure he doesn't bring harm to others.
Oh-ho. If this is true, then your cousin is quite a man of action. Traveling alone to Sumeru from Mondstadt is no mean feat.
Nor is daring to make me personally concerned about his safety. He has no idea what's coming to him.
You know, underneath it all, Paimon thinks Yula's a really caring person.
Yeah, she's the best! She brought me some moon pie last time.
He is family, after all. Anyway, I will make sure to find him and escort him safely back to Mondstadt. Now, back to you. How and why did you all suddenly show up here?
I'm afraid that could be tricky. Master Tighnari's still at Partis the Eye delivering his lectures. He isn't due back for a while. But I think I'll be able to help out. The description in the invitation letter is vague, but I'm pretty sure it's hinting at somewhere in the desert.
The desert?
Does that mean Mom's friend is from the desert? I guess I'll call her Auntie Desert for now. I remember Mahamatra Sino once told me a strange rumor about that part of the desert. They say there's a secret domain there that can make all of your wishes come true. Wait. He said I should just call him Sino. I keep forgetting that.
A domain that makes people's wishes come true.
Wow. So is it true? Does it really exist?
I probably would have believed it a few years ago. But now that I'm a little older and wiser, I think it makes sense to be more skeptical about things like this.
This explains a lot. The domain could well be a myth, but he probably figured he had nothing to lose. If you intend to search for this place, then please allow me to join you. My cousin has quite a collection of books about Sumeru desert mythology on his shelves. I highly suspect that he, too, is looking for that domain.
Can I come too? I think you might meet me there. You'll definitely need a local guide while you're in Sumeru. And I think I have what it takes to be that person. Plus, it's a forest ranger's duty to bravely lend a helping hand to others in need.
We have every confidence in your abilities, Kale. Our party grows bigger and stronger still. What say you to this, Captain Klee?
I think it's super cool! I read in a storybook that on your own you can only have a drop of happiness, but in a group you have a whole ocean. So I'm sure Mom's friend will be super happy if I show up to visit and bring a whole bunch of friends with me.
That's the spirit. In that case, let's get the magic invite to take us there.
Whoa! This desert is huge! Wow, what an incredible sight.
Yes. The scenery is quite magnificent.
Are you okay, Eula? You don't look so good.
I'm fine. Just taking a moment to acclimatize. The air here is much drier than in Mondstadt. This area doesn't look very habitable, and I don't see a domain entrance nearby either.
Oh no. I didn't pronounce the destination wrong. Did I? I mean, I don't think I did. Nope, you got it right. It definitely wasn't your fault. I said Gundarvaville wrong earlier, but we still ended up in the right place.
Klee's right. We're in the right place. There's no doubt about that.
Phew.
Maybe the entrance is hidden under a sand dune.
Who knows? We'll just have to start by looking around.
Oh, Paimon's so tired.
We should have found something by now. Unless there's a problem with the magic invite.
Huh? How could that happen? Uh-oh. Did I break it by accident? But I didn't do anything. Todoko will back me up. I'm innocent. It's definitely not your fault, Klee. See? Not even a wrinkle on it. Does Mr. Honorary Knight have an idea?
Ah, Paimon knows where you're going with this.
Interesting approach. Assuming we're right about this magic invite. That is to say, if it was sent from within the domain, the invite likely has some sort of connection to it.
Oh, I get it now. Plus, I know a super special trick we can use.
What kind of trick? Can you teach it to us too?
Of course! Mom said that if I ever need help, I just need to shout this out loud. Magic invite, Klee needs your aid. Do something now so Klee's not afraid.
Look, something flew over.
It looks like a bottle.
Remarkably effective. That's one trick I'll be keeping up my sleeve in the future. You should make a note of it too, Eula.
Absolutely not. It's not my style.
I suppose bottles are pretty common in Sumerian mythology. So, is this supposed to be the entrance to the domain?
A domain? In a bottle? Huh. Well, if there's one thing we learned in Liyue, it's never judge a domain by its cover. Guess there's one way to find out if this really is the way in. Come on, reach out with your hand. We made it! Oh, that answers that question.
Hey, don't run off and leave us.
So many people make such a big deal out of seeking the Adepti. There's Adepti everywhere, isn't there? Look!
Incredible. It looked so small from the outside. Everyone, I suggest that we stop here for a moment. We should—
Since we're in a bottle,
Oh, you mean the one about King Deshret and the tea in a bottle? I've read it before. What's the story about, Kaya? Mom told me a story once about a group of adventurers who went to Bottle Land. But I don't think there was a magic bottle in that one.
don't worry, Klee. I can tell you all about the story of the magic bottle. But if you keep running off on your own, you'll miss all the good parts.
Oh. Okay, I got it. I'll stay with the group from now on.
You sense it too, don't you, Kale? Something's not quite right.
Yeah, the scenery here is beautiful, but it's too quiet. And there's no sign of Klee's Auntie Desert here anywhere.
Maybe Auntie Desert lives way further down inside. This place is super big, just like Fischl's Immer Nachtreich. We still have a long way to go.
Guess we won't know until we get there. Let's keep going. Hopefully we'll meet her soon.
Incinerate!
Stay put!
Motion to compel!
It looks like no one set foot on this road for quite some time.
I agree. And the further we get, the more I feel like this place is a whole lot bigger than we imagined. Hey, there's something strange up ahead. Let's check it out.
all.
There's nothing wrong with reaping a reward every now and then.
Wow, it's a big ball of water!
I wonder what it feels like. Can I touch it?
It's so big that we could probably pass straight through it. That's so scary! Stop giving Paimon the heebie-jeebies!
Let's not touch it for now. We still don't know enough about our environment.
But we can't just do nothing at all, because then nothing at all will happen.
I have a feeling that this could be the core that, in which case, the...
Yikes!
Okay, Paimon.
Kaya, are we really gonna get squished inside a bottle?
Of course not, Klee. I'm sure the real core of this domain is hidden away in a very safe place. Somewhere like... over there, for example.
I was so nervous that I didn't notice that big wheel at all.
Wait, who goes there?
It's the waterball monster! Ah! The waterball monster is real!
It doesn't seem hostile. In fact, don't you think it looks happy to see us?
Really? You sure it's not gonna gobble up Paimon whole?
I don't think it's hungry. Are you, Water Droplet?
Oh dear. I don't know about anyone else, but I'm not understanding a word of this.
Wait! Don't go! Wait for us! Why'd it stop? Maybe it can understand us after all. Oh, I get it now. It's leading the way for us, just like the cats in Mondstadt. Like the cats? How so?
When you're walking around in Mondstadt City, sometimes a cat will show up on the side of the road. It'll walk ahead of you for a while, and if you're curious enough to follow it, you'll soon find yourself in front of a fine establishment called... Exactly. So let's see where this water droplet takes us. It could be interesting.
be scared!
Motion to compel!
Ooh, we can definitely write this off as incidental gains. Droplet go into that cave? Huh? Another strange contraption. And there's a weird-looking wall over there.
This kind of looks like that ball of water we saw earlier. Did the water droplet bring us here because it wants our help with something? What? Your friend is trapped in the wall? Don't be sad, water droplet. We're here now. We'll save your friend.
You bet. But how are we gonna save them? Do we have to break down this wall?
Nope, we can't do that. No breaking the wall.
Do we need to find a key of...
Oh no! Where'd it go?
Look, the device has lit up. And it's projecting images onto the wall.
A two-dimensional space with objects of the same composition as the device nested inside.
Yep, what Kaya said, and that's where its friend is.
But how exactly do we enter the image on the wall?
Maybe we just copy what the
But what does that mean?
Hold on, I think Klee's onto something. Since the water droplet appears to be the key that activated the mechanism, we may be able to follow it inside simply by touching the device. The principle is no different than how we entered this bottle domain.
Fair enough. Okay, deep. Blocking your way. Wait, is it a reflection of this box in front of the wall? Oh! You really entered the wall! Aha! The box on the wall moved too!
Wow, another water droplet just came out from the wall!
It was flat as a pancake in there, but as soon as it came out, it turned all plump and round. Guess it makes sense that the water droplet's friend is also a water droplet.
Aw, they both do the same thing to show they're happy.
Water droplet number 2 ran off!
It's saying thank you, Mr. Honorary Knight. That was a huge help.
Traveler, how do you feel after entering that two-dimensional space? Any physical side effects?
You sure seem fine to Paimon.
Well, I'm just glad that you're okay.
Good thing you is here to look out for everyone. Can't say the same for you, though, Kaya. You were pretty quick to send the traveler inside.
Hey now, I only suggested that because I was confident that the traveler would be fine.
Water droplet, is there anyone else here besides you and your friend? Yep, you know, anyone who looks like me or my friends.
Oh, it ran off again. Hopefully this is a good sign.
Amazing. Come on, let's follow it. definitely write this off as incidental gains.
It looks like there might be a town up ahead. Huh. Maybe more people live in this domain than we thought.
And maybe that's where Auntie Desert lives!
The situation is now critical. Our window of opportunity to fix this is rapidly closing. I'm sure you've noticed just how much things have deteriorated in recent days.
But even so...
This is home. Are you really going to let everything fall to pieces?
Well, I live here, but it doesn't actually belong to me.
Huh? Paimon knows that voice. Anyone else who comes into this domain in the future will take one look at the ruins before them and conclude that this place was abandoned years ago. But just imagine how different things could be if you maintain this domain in perfect condition. Whoever sets foot inside would witness a magical wonderland. How miraculous it would feel to them to find such unimaginable beauty in the middle of a lifeless desert.
Oh, you're right, General. Truly, but...
Act now while you still can. You have to stand up to this and break free from your despair. The most important thing is to have no regrets in the end.
Well, no one chooses to have regrets, do they? But I take your point. I'll try my best to stop running away. But the question remains of where to begin.
Paimon's figured out who it is!
Is it Mr. Honorary Knight's friend from a faraway land? A divine priestess? What's that? Is it a kind of mage?
What are you doing here? Huh? We have new visitors? Greetings, everyone! This is the Valurium Mirage, and I'm the caretaker, Adia. I'm so sorry that you have to see this domain in its current state of disarray. We are actively working on repairs, and everything will be back to normal shortly. I hope.
Greetings, everyone. I guess I should introduce myself too.
It's all right. Just leave the introductions to me.
I kinda wanted to say hello in my own way. But no harm done. I guess I'll let her do the honors.
This lady is a visitor to the domain, just like yourselves. She is a formidable military general. Have any of you heard of Inazuma's Onmyo Chamber?
The, what chamber?
Onmyo Chamber. It's an elite training academy for gifted students of Onmyodo. Practitioners are divided into 4 classes, A through D, and assigned the power of Shikigami based on their mastery of the art.
Wait.
This lady famously led the Class D underdogs to victory against the Class A favorites in the final mock campaign before graduation. An astonishing feat that few in the history of the Academy have ever achieved. Hence, formidable general is no exaggeration. Isn't that right, General? What's wrong?
Huh? Wait, so the favorites were beaten by the classy underdogs?
That doesn't sound like the divine priestess Mr. Honorary Knight was talking about. Uh-oh. Did she just get caught lying in front of someone she was trying to impress? Or maybe she uses a different identity in her private life, and this is the first time her friends are learning about it. Seems kind of embarrassing, but also kind of cool. I guess having someone else to introduce you is a good way to make an impression. Maybe I'd fit in better with everyone if I had a title too.
Some people call me a general, but it's just their way of showing respect. My actual name is Sangonomiya Kokomi.
Huh? Oh no. Sorry, my mistake, General. I mean, Miss Sangonomiya?
Call me whatever you like, Itia. The only important thing about names is knowing who's who.
Oh, I get it now. It's like that story that Mom told me that time. Klee can explain. So basically, in the story, a big group of people go on an adventure to Bottleland. One of them's called the King, and some of them are called Knights. So, Miss Sangonomiya must be the super smart one who solves all the problems in the story. What's that one called again?
Perhaps a sage?
Indeed. Wisdom is an important attribute found in military generals.
Okay, well, I'll just call you that. Miss General it is.
Fine by me. Sounds really cute, coming from you. At least, cuter than my pen name, that's for sure. Well then, how should I address the rest of you? How could I ever forget you? But what about these esteemed ladies and gentlemen accompanying you?
Wait, Klee wants a title too. Okay, got it. Klee wants to be a mage, the kind that flies around everywhere. Da-da-da! Whoosh! Kaya can be the master thief. Mr. Honorary Knight can be, the knight. And Paimon will be the fairy who follows the knight everywhere.
Master Thief, huh? I did like playing pirates as a child, so I suppose this is an apt role for me. And I must admit, the master part is a nice touch.
Hold on a second. Are you saying the position of knight is now filled?
Yula can be the sword master who can cut through anything and also gets to wear a super sparkly cape.
That's more like it.
And Kale can be, the healer. No, I don't mind. Healer is a great role. I just don't know if I'm qualified to be one. Whenever I'm thinking of titles for myself, I usually imagine myself as an adventurer or musician. I never thought I could be a healer. I mean, it feels like it should be Master Tainari's role, if anyone's. Don't worry, Kale. You'll be the bestest healer ever. You don't talk much, but you're very kind, just like the healers in Mom's stories.
You'll do fine. I heard you're good with bandages. You can patch up a wound, can't you?
I can pitch a tent. Maybe you heard wrong? But I'll do my best. It's my first day filling in for Master Tainari, but hopefully it's the first of many.
This is a great idea. Once a new visitor arrives, they can assume a new identity, then add in some role-playing.
Oh, we can't leave you out, Miss Adia. There are lots of characters in Mom's stories, but you don't remind me of any of them.
That's perfectly okay. I already have a role here anyway, remember? I'm the caretaker.
I got it! This wasn't in any of the stories, but you can be the mascot.
Mascot?
Klee, maybe you could think up an even better role for Miss Adia.
A mascot, you say? Isn't that a character that doesn't have to actually do anything and sits around letting everyone else do all the important work? Incredible. You've seen right through me.
Sounds like the idea of being lazy is pretty exciting to her.
The mascot serves to maintain troop morale, Adia. Don't underestimate your role.
Ah, all right. I'll be the mascot then. That's right. Thank you for bringing these new friends here safely. You can go off and play now.
Thanks, Water Droplet. See ya!
Water Droplet? Is that your pet name for it? I suppose it's as accurate a nickname as any.
We keep getting sidetracked. But I believe you were saying something about being in a difficult predicament. Is something wrong with the Veluria Mirage?
Oh, yes. About that. I'm afraid the entire domain has recently sustained some significant damage. It was as if the whole world was suddenly flipped upside down. A few components went missing from the core, which sustains the domain, and the impact cascaded out from there. Needless to say, many things in the Veluria Mirage have now stopped working. Just days after I agreed to let my friend's daughter come and visit too. When she gets here and sees the state this place is in...
Oh, so you're Mom's friend? Hi, Auntie Desert. I'm Klee. Here, I brought the magic invite, see?
Huh? Wait, so you're...
Look how dilated her pupils are. She must be very surprised.
Yeah, and not in a good way. Mom's the one who sent me here. She's the strongest mage ever. She said that her friend lives in the desert. You live in the desert, so that must be you. Right, Auntie Desert?
Ah, I see. So being a mage runs in the family.
You're Alice's daughter? Oh, I just want the ground to swallow me up right now. Wait, that's it. I'll hide myself away in the core of the domain. Hide there until this all blows over. See you all in 100 years.
Adia's really going through it. She's like a shriveled little forest fungus, hanging its head in shame.
Kale? That's a harsh analogy. Where'd all that come from?
Don't worry, Auntie Desert. Klee's here to help you. And all my friends will help too. Just take a deep breath, and then another deep breath, and all your worries will fly away.
Yeah, don't you worry. Sir Fix-a-Lot over here has a good track record with this kind of thing.
Well, I'm useless, but it looks like that won't matter with all you capable people around. fantastic.
Don't put yourself down, Adia. You're great too.
Thanks for your encouragement. Anyway, for the time being, please talk amongst yourselves. That'll give me some time to think things through and maybe make a start on, delegating.
Mr. Honorary Knight says that you're from Watatsumi. What's it like there? There must be loads of fish. Wait! You look kinda like a mermaid. Are there fish in your family?
Oh, sorry to disappoint you, Miss Mage, but I'm just an ordinary human. I have lots of great stories about Watatsumi Island, though. Come on, let's enjoy the scenery while I tell you all about it.
Sometimes the law's compatible with human nature, but sometimes the two conflict. Balancing the two is a discipline in its own right. The case before us is a strange and unprecedented one indeed. Sometimes the law's compatible with human nature, but sometimes the two conflict. Balancing the two is a discipline in its own right. The case before us is a strange and unprecedented one indeed. Sometimes the law's compatible with human nature, but sometimes the two conflict. Balancing Balancing the two is a discipline in its own right. I'll remind you again. The law can be both a help and a hindrance. Sometimes the law's compatible with human nature, but sometimes the two conflict. Balancing the two is a discipline in its own right. The case before us is a strange and unprecedented one indeed. I'll remind you again. The law can be both a help and a hindrance. The case before us is a strange and unprecedented one indeed. Sometimes the law is compatible with human nature, but sometimes the two conflict. Balancing the two is a discipline in its own right. Again, the law can be both a help and a hindrance.